Hi dear students, have you read the letter? Yes, the letter. You might be wondering which letter, right? In the last class we discussed about a letter. Which letter? Do you remember that? Yes, the letter written by Wanda to Miss Mason, right? In the previous class we read that letter. I hope all of you have gone through that letter. In that letter, Wanda has told the teacher to give the designs of dresses to Peggy and Maddie, right? That's where we stopped in the last class. So today we are going to see the remaining part of the lesson. Okay, shall we start? Yes. In that letter, Wanda told the teacher to give the blue dress to Maggie and the green dress with red trimming to Peggy. Am I right? So we shall move to the next paragraph. On the way home from school, Maddie and Peggy held their drawings very carefully. All the houses had wreaths and holly in the windows. Outside the grocery store, hundreds of Christmas trees were stacked, and in the window, candy peppermint sticks and cornucopias of shiny transparent paper were strung. The air smelled like Christmas, and light shining everywhere reflected different colors on the snow. Okay, here in this paragraph you can see the time is Christmas time, the time of jubilation, right? Yes, everywhere they could see what Christmas trees and the grocery store filled with Christmas trees and the peppermint sticks, cornucopias. Yeah. So they are going back to their home with what? With the drawings in their hand. And there on the way, they could see what? Wreath. So this is wreath. Then this one, holly. This one is peppermint sticks. And this one is cornucopias. So on the way, they could see all these things. And the time is that of happiness, Christmas, the time of jubilation. And they are also happy. That's the thing, because they have got the designs drawn by Wanda Petronsky. So they are going back to their home with those designs. Boy, said Peggy, this shows she really likes us. It shows she got our letter, and this is where saying that everything's alright. And that's that. I hope so, said Maddie sadly. She felt sad because she knew she would never see the little tight-lipped Polish girl again and couldn't ever really make things right between them. Peggy is really excited. That's why she is calling. Yes. Maddie, look at this. It shows she got our letter, and this is her way of saying that everything is alright. So Peggy is happy now because she has got the design drawn by Wanda. That means Wanda doesn't have any problem or doesn't have any grudge towards Peggy. So Peggy in a way is really happy. But at the same time we can see Maddie. So what's the reply given by Maddie? I hope so, said Maddie sadly. She's sad. Peggy is happy at the same time. Maddie is sad. Why? Because she knew she would never see the little tight-lipped Polish girl again. And she couldn't ever really make things right between them. So this is the problem. This is the difference of their attitude. Because in one of the paragraphs we have seen the attitude of Maddie, or the temperament of Maddie. What did she say? Actually, she is really worried that she couldn't make amends. So that is her problem. So Maddie is sad because she knew she would never see the little tight-lipped Polish girl again to amend the things. So that's a problem. But Peggy, she is really happy. Maddie is sad. She went home and she pinned her drawing over a torn place in the pink flowered wallpaper in the bedroom. The shabby room came alive from the brilliancy of the colors. Maddie sat down on her bed and looked at the drawing. She had stood by and said nothing, but Wanda had been nice to her anyway. So, with that drawing, Maddie had gone home, and what did she do? She pinned it on the wallpaper. She pinned it on the wallpaper. And the room was shabby. But it came alive due to the brilliancy of the colors. Whose brilliancy was that? It was the brilliancy of Wanda Petronsky. She drew wonderful pictures, and Maddie got one of them. And when she pinned it on the wall, the whole room's ambience changed. It became lively. It became wonderful. The shabby room became a wonderful room with a positive ambience. So that's the change that happened there. So through these words we can understand that Wanda was a real artist. Yes. And Maddie sat down on her bed and looked at the drawing. She enjoyed the drawing. And she had stood by and said nothing. And Wanda had been nice to her anyway. And she wanted to believe, or she wanted to make sure that Wanda was really nice to her, or she did not have any problems with her. She wanted to believe in that way, but she couldn't. That's a problem. But Peggy, in the case of Peggy, yes, she is okay now. Since she has got the drawing, Peggy thinks that, yes, Peggy firmly believes that Wanda doesn't have any problem with them. But Maddie, she wants to believe so, but she is not able to. She is in a confusion. So that's a problem. So she placed the picture, pinned the picture on the wall, and she enjoyed it. Then shall we move to the next paragraph? Yes. Tears blurred her eyes and she gazed for a long time at the picture. Then hastily she rubbed her eyes and studied it intently. The colors in the dress were so vivid that she had scarcely noticed the face and head of the drawing. Tears blurred her eyes. Actually, when she was looking at that particular picture, her eyes were filled with tears. She gazed at the picture for a long time. Every time, what's the problem? Whenever she looks at the picture, her conscience is pricked. Yes, that's a problem. So tears began to fill her eyes. Then immediately she rubbed her eyes and looked at the picture again. The colors in the dress were so vivid. It was so clear. The colors were so clear. And she had scarcely noticed the face and head of the drawing. Actually, what happened? She hadn't checked the face and head of the drawing. She had observed only the colors or the design of the dress and the colors used by Wanda Petronsky. Okay. But it looked like her Maddie. It really looked like her own mouth. Why, it really looked like her own self. Wanda had really drawn this for her. Excitedly, she ran over to Peggy's. Yes, initially, she only saw the design and the colors used to draw the dress. But she gazed at the picture for quite a long time. And then only she realized that the design had her face and head. Wanda had actually drawn Maddie's own face in that picture. Initially she didn't notice that. But when she observed that particular picture for a long time, she realized this one. She was astonished to see the picture with her own face and head. Yes, she ran, she was excited and she ran over to Peggy's. Since Peggy is her best friend, she wants to say this to Peggy. So excitedly she is running to Peggy's house. So let us see what is going to happen. Peg, she said, let me see your picture. What's the matter? Asked Peggy as they clattered up to her room where Wanda's drawing was lying face down on the bed. Maddie carefully raised it. Yes. What happened there? Yes, Maddie reached the house of Peggy, and when she reached there, immediately she asked Peggy to show the picture. Peggy did not understand what is happening there. What is happening there? No, she doesn't know that. So, what's the matter? She asked. Immediately, they went to the room of Peggy, and there in her room, Wanda's drawing was lying face down on the bed. It was on the bed. And Maddie carefully took it, carefully raised it. Look, she drew you. That's you, she exclaimed. And the head and face of this picture did look like Peggy. What did I say? Said Peggy. She must have really liked us anyway. Yes, she raised the picture immediately. She got excited. Look, that's you. She drew you. So right at this moment, you can see the real happiness of Maggie. Earlier she was sad, but right now she is so happy to see their faces on the picture. So she is so excited. That's why she said, oh my God, it's your face. And immediately Peggy is saying this is what I said. She really likes us. She doesn't have any grudge towards us. So at last, Maddie is also happy. Yes. Why? Because she has seen their faces on the drawings. So that's why she is happy now. Yes. She must have agreed, Maddie. And she blinked away the tears that came every time she thought of Wanda standing alone in that sunny spot in the schoolyard, looking stolidly over at the group of laughing girls after she had walked off. After she had said, sure, 100 of them all lined up. Yes, when Peggy said, what did I say? She must have really liked us anyway. Peggy said, yes, she really likes us. By hearing this, immediately Maddie replied, yes, she must have. This time, you can understand the change of emotion, the change of attitude, right? She must have. This time, she really agreed or she really believed that Wanda Petronsky did not have any problems with them. And what happened then? Yes, this time also you can see. She blinked away the tears. This time also her eyes are filled with tears. Why? Is it due to her sadness? No, this time she is really happy. It's the tears of happiness. Okay, because at last she realized that Wanda Petronsky did not have any problems with her. Okay, that's why her eyes are filled with tears, tears of happiness. Okay, so this time she again thinks about Wanda. So she had seen Wanda several times looking stolidly over at the group of laughing girls. Right? Stolidly means not showing any feeling. Again she remembers that day, several days, right? Several days Wanda Petronsky stood in the middle of a group of students looking stolidly, where she had given answer for their questions. What was the question asked by the students? Yes, how many dresses you have? And then what did they ask? How many pairs of shoes you have, right? For all these, both of these questions, she has given the answers. I have 100 dresses and I have 60 pairs of shoes. How did she give the answer? Story, without showing any feeling or emotion. So, but this time, yes, those answers tend to be meaningful. Yes, Wanda Petonsky has 100 dresses and 60 pairs of shoes. Yes, that's the end of this lesson. So thank you for watching this class. Okay, before winding up, I want to tell you one thing. Be friendly to everyone. Okay, be compassionate. Okay, so I'll meet you in the next class. Thank you.